Hi, I'm Mike Gambardella, and welcome to the newest episode of Pat's Latest. Before we get into the top NFL free agents and who could be joining the Patriots, along with their desire and hope to draft one of the top running backs available in this year's class, as well as a potential pipeline from a nearby college, make sure you go down and subscribe for our channel, get into the comments and let us know who are the top moves and trades and potential draft picks the Patriots should be after. And make sure you go back and check out our previous videos after you finish up with this one today. We start with those top free agents and a lot of big names still left. Looking at NBC's top 100 players, there's actually 17 after 2 weeks of free agency that still remain unsigned. Those big time names, especially at the wide receiver position, do include Stefon Diggs, Amari Cooper, and Keenan Allen, just to name a few. Now, obviously, there are several players on this list that the Patriots wouldn't have interest in, those along with Aaron Rodgers, a big one, and looking like will probably end up at some point with the Pittsburgh Steelers. But looking at a few other names, and again, these are all people who are just outside the top 30, not named Aaron Rodgers, as he would check in at 24. But some familiar names as well. Asante Samuel, checking in at 32. A junior, by the way. That's not the one you might be familiar with as a Patriots fan, but additionally, with Amari Cooper checking in at 37, Stefon Diggs at 46. Also looking at Keenan Allen a little bit further down that list at 73, and still expect him to end up back with the Chicago Bears. But again, waiting on Stefon Diggs to see if there's a bigger market out there, if he can get more, but I think would be a good solution here for the New England Patriots. And we'll be interested to see if they can actually get Amari Cooper to make a similar visit. Now, obviously, he's not dealing with the same type of injury, so might not need to be able to do that. Some other names to keep an eye on: cornerback Mike Hilton, safety Justin Simmons, both inside and just out of that top 50 at 48 and 51, respectively. Additionally, Rasul Douglas, J.K. Dobbins, Julian Blackman, Calais Campbell, familiar name Matthew Judon at 85, checking in. Brandon Scherf is another name that would be a good fit for the Patriots at left guard if they decide they want to completely shore up and fit starters in and not go the potential of having a camp battle between the guys that are currently on the roster with Cole Strange, C.D. Sal, and Layden Robinson. The final big one on that list, checking in at number 99, is Browns offensive tackle Jedrick Wills. Again, fell out of favor, did not end up starting towards the end, but a former first-round pick that has the pedigree. It just comes down to fit. If Mike Vrabel has the inside scoop on what Jedrick Wills brings to the table, and if he's willing to come in and absolutely fit with the culture that he's trying to instill, would be a perfect fit at that left tackle spot. And one name outside of it would be Tyron Smith, again at 34 years of age, getting up there, but could suffice, we'll say, at left tackle at least for a little bit for the Patriots. So a lot of work still to be done, but also wanting to get that in place before the NFL draft. One big name to keep an eye on here is Dylan Sampson, the standout Tennessee running back. The Patriots will officially host him for a top 30 visit. So the Patriots saying, at least publicly, that Dylan Sampson would be one of the top 30 players selected in this year's draft. That could mean that they are looking at taking a running back at the top of that second round should he slide back. I think what this further goes to show, and it may not be Dylan Sampson that is the pick, to be completely honest, but the Patriots are doing their due diligence and seeing where Sampson and others will stack up. Sampson, to his credit, rushed for almost 1,500 yards and 22 touchdowns this past year for the Volunteers. He is a projected day two pick. And when it comes down to it, he is a leader, someone who would fit well with the Patriots scheme. I think he would be an absolutely great fit for the Patriots. I do not think, as it's currently constructed, the fit would be where the picks currently are for the Patriots. They will probably need, if they do not trade around, they will need to take the top available, which is looking like Abdul Carter or Travis Hunter, and then needing to take that offensive tackle spot at the top of the second round, whoever that might be. Perhaps Josh Connerly is a name to keep filed away. I don't think the fit would be right for running back at that time. This is a deeper draft. But again, this goes to show that the Patriots are doing their homework, seeing what's available, and where everybody starts to stack up. Additionally, for that college recruiting angle and getting the inside scoop, the New England Patriots, including Elliott Wolf, head coach Mike Vrabel, and new VP of player personnel Ryden Cowden, were all at Boston College's Pro Day on Monday. There is a relationship, obviously, with Bill O'Brien and Mike Vrabel, and one that could be very beneficial for both sides, knowing that the Patriots now have access to a college that's just up the road in Chestnut Hill, and having a guy that knows the Patriots as well, and Bill O'Brien. Head coaches are often willing to promote their own guys and willing to tell personnel and staff all the good things. But if you have that relationship, you can get behind the curtain a little bit, find out what a true fit is, what a guy's weaknesses are, on top of what his strengths and the coaches are actually selling you. So again, something that could be very beneficial for the Patriots. And again, even in this year's draft, there's up to 3 players that the Patriots actually could have interest in and fitting in various rounds of this upcoming NFL draft. Edge Donovan Ezeruku, offensive tackle Ozzy Trapello, and center Drew Kendall are all prospective prospects for the Patriots and could fit in on day 1, 2, and 3 of the NFL draft, as long as Vrabel likes what Bill O'Brien is telling him. But again, I think a very good and smart fit, and one that Bill O'Brien even went so far as to say the new members of this staff, with Doug Marrone, the former Jaguars head coach, Bills as well, coming on as the offensive line coach. Bill O'Brien going so far as saying they're getting a very smart guy, very knowledgeable guy that can connect with his players, do a really good job of understanding the talent that he has, evaluating that talent that's out there, and to help Mike bring in a good offensive line. It's something absolutely the Patriots need, and need to be able to put that out there in front of Drake May in order to have success here in 2025. Finally, the Patriots will have a new starter at a very important position, as Joey Sly has signed with the Tennessee Titans. That means for the 3rd straight year, the Patriots will have a new kicker, going from Nick Folk, Chad Ryland, Joey Sly, and now a kicker to be named later. John Parker Romo is still left as the standing kicker on the roster. He actually had a very good year, making 11 and 12 kicks for the Minnesota Vikings over 4 games last season. But the Patriots could absolutely look to bring in competition for him as well. Nick Folk actually is a free agent. He does turn 41 and still available, along with some other big name kickers who are on the older side, such as Matt Prater. Some other names to keep an eye on: Eddie Pinheiro, Michael Badgley, Austin Seibert, Greg Joseph, and Cade York. Additionally, the Patriots could look for a kicker in the NFL draft. Andrews Borreligas from Miami and Ben Sauls from Pittsburgh are 2 to keep an eye on, as the Patriots did meet with both at the NFL Combine, along with the bigger names from Florida State: Ryan Fitzgerald, Gino Garcia from Texas Tech, and Caden Davis from Ole Miss. Expect to hear one of those several names to be on the Patriots roster, and being a big part of what they need to do, knowing that with the way this team is constructed and getting from 4 wins to potentially 10 wins, that it will come down to the kicker position and making some big kicks at the end of the day in New England. That'll do it for this episode of Pat's Latest. Again, make sure to get down and subscribe for our channel. Get in the comments and let us know which of these spots the Patriots need to address immediately. Give us a like if you like what you hear, and go back and check out our other episodes. Fight on, Foxborough.